Well, I would like to welcome you to the last lesson in this course. And this lesson is called The Golden Cord of Light and Love. I hope you found some of this information that we've gone through informative and interesting. I know we've taken a bit of a simplified look at meditation and then used it to find ways to bring contentment to us in a more permanent way, right? This is because this course taught us that our natural state is to sit in contentment. That this is what meditation was trying to remind us of. And discontentment, all that information or all that kind of consciousness that does not want to sit in contentment, the thing that causes us to say that we cannot meditate, this is the discontentment that we have picked up along the way because we have misunderstood how our world works, right? So using meditation to clear such misunderstandings, and then using meditation for the body to clear physical addictions, we soon are sitting in a more contented way, physically and mentally, even when we are not meditating. And I think this is the real point of meditation, right? Is to make for a better life, right? This course suggests a daily 20-minute session using our course videos, of which we have a few of them there, some 20, some 25 minutes, some with music, some without, some with inductions, some without. Or you can simply do it the old-fashioned way, which is just to sit silently and sit in contemplation, right? In meditation. By doing so and then watching what cannot sit with us, we can soon clear ourselves in a more permanent way and find ourselves more joyful and more in the present moment, right? We will find contentment. Contentment is the final goal of everything we do when we really start thinking about it. When we start asking ourselves, why do we do things? Ultimately is so we can find a sense of contentment through it, right? In a way, it is the purpose that guides all other purposes. I remember my teacher when I first met him, an ascended master, you know. For the past is never the past, and the memories of all beings are really only the memories of one conscious universe. And for that reason, it can be shared when asked for. I remember my teacher once pulled out a woven cord and began speaking to me. He said that this is what we are, a beautiful cord of light and love. So sensitive and open you are, so beautiful and trusting you are, right? And then life's events occurred, and you did not know what to do with them, and you closed up, right? Still fully loving, but now loving safety. Still trusting, but only yourself. Right? All these states still working at 100%, but now working in a way that is not, ideal, right? He quickly tied the cord into knots and showed it to me. And he said, "This is what has become of you. So sensitive and flexible. You have become tied up in knots of anxiety and worry, and now you feel cramped and uncomfortable because of it. This in itself shows you that this is not your natural state." Your energy, once outstretched and powerful, now doubles back and strangles you like a knot in this string, right? "But do not fear," he said. "We are never the knots we find ourselves in." And such an important thing to remember, right? That despite the traumas we have seen and the fears that we have picked up, we are never the knots that we find ourselves in. But rather, we are the golden cord of light and love that formed it, right? So see how love was used to form even the knots that bind us, right? Health comes from gently examining these knots and then working with these knots or responses that have formed in our lives until these knots loosen on their own through cooperation, right? And then we will return to our original self, our powerful self, all of us together in the present in cooperation. No argument, right? No fighting to change bad habits. Only seeing how love can sometimes cause us damage when used improperly, and that when we approach that love in a loving way, there is a possibility that we can return to the place before those knots formed, right? So I welcome you to a world without knots, and sitting in contentment is the beginning of finding that world. So again, I thank you for taking this course. Feel free to write with any questions or suggestions that I may need to take care of or will take care of for you. And of course, you're always welcome to join me on my live Zoom classes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And those classes can be found at our website, thedancingbuddha.ca. So thanks again for taking this course, Meditation for Tuning Consciousness, Finding Contentment. I thank you very much, and namaste.